member from Newmarket, Aurora.
Thank you, Speaker. Speaker, Speaker, congratulations on your election. Speaker, Speaker, I'm assuming you'll grant me the appropriate time for my question.
Take your time.
Speaker, in Tuesday's throne speech, the government stated that Ontario families, and I quote, need to know that their government is there for them. The residents and business community of York Region will be interested to know if that commitment extends to them as they struggle with the personal and economic hardships of a transit strike that is now in its 5th week in York Region and far from any sense of a resolution. Please. This is to the Deputy Premier.
Yep.
Seniors can't get to medical appointments, students can't get to classes, and jobs, Speaker, are being lost. I ask the Deputy Speaker, can the residents and the business community of York Region count on him and his government to support the back-to-work legislation that will be voted on this afternoon?
Deputy Premier.
The Minister of Labour, Mr. Speaker.
This is to the Minister of Labour, please.
Thank you, Speaker, and I'm certainly sympathetic to the York Region residents who've been affected by this work stoppage. We understand that transit strikes are inconvenient to residents who need to get to work, get to school, medical appointments. And as a government, we believe in collective bargaining. We encourage the employer and the employees of the union to return to the table, and we share the same desire that the member does to get back to the table and to have our transit service up and running again. And in fact, in the early weeks, I reached out to the members from Thornhill, York Simcoe, and Newmarket Aurora to offer my assistance. We have mediators that are standing by. They're very successful, and I would encourage the parties to get back to the table. Very good.
Thank you. Supplementary.
Speaker, it took this government less than 48 hours to pass back-to-work legislation when the TTC was on strike here in the City of Toronto. Earlier this year, this government, the Deputy Premier included, and the Minister of Labour, voted for Bill 150, which ensured that fair negotiations and a settlement would take place and would ensure that no future disruption of transit services would take place in the City of Toronto. Speaker, the people of York Region, the residents and business community, deserve nothing less. I would like to know, once again, from the Deputy Premier, from the Minister of Labour, will she agree, will this government agree to treat York Region residents and business community with the same fairness and consideration as they treat the City of Toronto, and pass that legislation that was voted on in this House later this afternoon?
Minister. Order, please. Sir.
Take your time. Take your time.
So, Speaker, certainly for the sake of the community and the families who rely on York Transit, we urge the parties to come back to the table. We understand that, and I believe all parties around the table want those parties to come back to have the conversation, and that's why our Ministry of Labour negotiators, our mediators, are available. They have a good track record. They usually help get these issues resolved. We want to make sure that happens. We understand that the York dispute is an inconvenience. We're very sympathetic. Again, we offer our assistance. Our mediators are standing by. They want to be helpful. For the sake of the community and the families who rely on the transit, we urge the parties to get back to the table. And certainly, we want to make that happen, and our services are available at any time. Thank you, Speaker.
Well done.